to episode, five of Three Simple Things. And I'm so excited to introduce you to my friend Lanie. Lanie and I met through our cohort here at PRC, and she's so creative and comes up with so many amazing ideas, but also is incredibly generous in sharing them. So I'm so excited that she's here with us today. Lanie is the associate pastor at Second Presbyterian PCUSA in Newark, Ohio, and we're so glad you're here to talk with us today. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your ministry? You got time for that? Cool. Thank you.
I'm glad to be with you all and glad to be able to share. So thank you for asking me, Elizabeth. I am currently in Newark, Ohio, at Second Pres, as Elizabeth said. This is my second ordained call. So before this, I was in Toledo, Ohio, at a church there, working with youth ministry and adult discipleship and all the other things that come along with being an associate pastor. But I've been in my current role for about a little over 2.5 years, and I really love it here. I work with children and families, youth ministry, and then community connection, along with other things. But it's been really, really cool to see how they all kind of can mesh together, and just things that have come out of the community connection piece being tied in with the children and family and the youth ministry, like an ecumenical youth group that we started last year that's been really, really great. And we have lots of different churches, different denominations involved in that. And that has been wonderful for our youth, and just different connections that we've made with the community for service, volunteer opportunities for our children and their families and our youth, and just lots of cool things going on. So I have really, really enjoyed this position, and just networking and making all those connections, and spending time with the kids and youth here. So
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, Lanie was the first one to talk about ecumenical youth group. It's fascinating how she did it, but that's a different topic. Fascinating. You should ask her. So first question today: what's your favorite resource now, in the past, whatever?
there are just like so many. I was trying to think of which one to share
If
today.
you have
I
more than
really
one, it's okay.
I mean, I'll just name drop a few and then share more about one. So I really like Flame Creative Children's Ministry, the website.
Mm,
I go there a lot, probably almost weekly, to find things for our playgrounds that we have, to get ideas for like Play-Doh mats and things for the playground, and sometimes coloring pages or crafty activities, or even occasionally ideas for sensory bends. Of course, I love PRC's stuff. I use some of that. I also just really love the Peace Table Story Bible. I was looking beside me because it's like on my desk. That is super
yes.
great. So those are like some weekly or every other week like go-tos that I use a lot. Also, I was just thinking, one of my biggest and best resources is just gathering information from other people who are doing this ministry, with me. So like from colleagues across various denominations. And so we've had some gatherings in my presbytery of CE leaders or children's ministry leaders, and I've gotten a lot of ideas from them, which is part of what kind of I'd been thinking about a playground for a while, but what sparked that was those gatherings and seeing their playgrounds and what they do, but also the children's ministry cohorts with PRC. So people and
Yeah.
the kind that are also really big. But one of my specific resources right now that we're using is the Psalms of Wonder, and this won't be like a go-to forever, but right now during the summer we are using this in worship, and I got a copy for each of our families with kids and youth to have, and they actually have like on the PCUSA store, I think it is, they have put together a resource that's free to go along with this book to help, if you want to use this at home, with families as a devotional, or with children specifically, or in worship. They have like all this free information, and there's also a link that you can use the art work from it in worship. So we've been using it in our worship slides. So we're doing the Summer of Wonder. The whole summer we're using this. And
I love
I've
that.
based sensory bends in our playground off of it.
Oh my
And
gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna
yeah,
want to see pictures of those, please. Cool.
we're doing like a collaborative, like the whole church. So there, it's broken down into 6 sub themes, and so we're doing 2 weeks per sub theme.
Yeah.
And one of the weeks, the people in the congregation help. They like do a little art reflective project, and then the next week it shows up somewhere in the sanctuary. So our whole sanctuary is turned into like this collaborative artwork piece throughout the summer. So
I love
it's
it.
really, really cool. So
Oh,
I'm very excited about that, and it's pretty affordable, has free resources.
yeah.
A lot of our adults also ended up grabbing some of these. We had to order more because they wanted some too. So
I
really great.
got an extra copy of that just so I could take it apart and hang pictures in our nursery at church because it's just gorgeous.
Really
The
pretty.
the author is as sweet as sugar, Carrie Wallace. Oh my goodness.
I know, like the rewriting, the translations of the Psalms that are picked are just beautiful.
Oh,
So
it's a fantastic. I am with you.
it's
Great
really
read.
cool
Yeah, I
so
have a
far.
copy right over there. And I have a copy in my bag right here that goes with me back and forth to work, along with the peace table. And the peace table, I can't believe I'm admitting this, but here we go. I have a copy of it stashed near our file of important documents that if there's a fire in the house,
Oh,
I
really?
grab that
It's
file and my peace table is right next to it. Yeah, so it goes with me. So I'm ready for Sunday. Heaven forbid I have a fire. I can still work.
right here by me. Good one.
Oh, I never even told my husband that. If he watches this, sorry, hon, that's how I work. You knew this when you married me.
It's a very good resource. Lots of great things in the back of it too,
Oh,
and
seriously.
like errors and things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love it. All right. Favorite memory working with children, families, youth, whatever iteration you want to go with.
There's a lot.
Yeah, it's a hard
lot of
question.
Yeah, I've worked with a lot of different youth groups and kids programs in my ministry, and each of the churches were a little different. So there's been a lot of learning about different family types and family systems and cultural differences. Like one of my churches had a lot of immigrant families. So that's been really interesting, and to like be able to walk alongside those families and the different things that come up in their lives, like things that are really hard and things that are really joyful, like being able to watch some of the youth that were like in middle school when I started graduate and things like that, but then also being able to be there, like parents or grandparents die, and that's really, so there's been a lot of that. But I think my most recent like memory or thing that I have loved is watching he just turned 3 yesterday, my son Luca, get to be a part of the children's ministry here and watching the congregation and especially the older kids and youth here just like really include him and take him under their wing. And we had a family picnic in the park at the beginning of June that our children and family ministry team hosted, and we only had a couple families come, but all the kids are super close, and they were like, he was wanting to hold their hands when we went on a little walk, and like they were helping him, he was helping them like blow up the kayaks to go out, and it's just really fun watching them love him and him love them and get to know one another and get to learn about God with them, and
Love that.
it's just really warmed my heart. So
I love it. And happy birthday. Happy Labor Day, a day late. All right. Favorite way to recharge?
Favorite way to recharge. I think just like I try really hard to make sure I have at least one Sabbath day a week and at least a few hours of Sabbath time every day, because I think that's very important not to overwork, which can easily happen for anyone in children's ministry.
Yeah.
There's always things going on, and always creative things to do. And I just find that my brain, like just the amount of different things in a day that are happening with children and youth ministry, and just like ministry in general. Like having some time at home to whether it's I really like to read or to go on walks or just to spend time with my family or even stare at the TV and watch Netflix.
Yeah, you know what? There's something to be said for that. It's like a reset for your brain.
Yes,
You need it. I got it.
It needs that every day after a day of now I'm creating this and laminating this for the playgrounds, and then I'm going over here and doing a pastoral care visit, and then
Yeah.
just
There is a very specific brand of multitasking I find in ministry. Like there's just so many balls in the air, and my husband will say it looks like I'm in squirrel mode. Like I don't know what to pay attention to first. Like
yes.
where's my attention? Like I think you need to go take a break. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm very squirrely right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the things to like reset and get me like out of that. Especially reading has been this last year. I've been really into reading. Read a lot of books.
Good. Okay, bonus question. And
Yes.
Kelsey brought this up when I asked, how many browser tabs do you have open? And she said, on the computer or the phone? I'm like, ooh, I never even thought of that. I only thought computer.
Yeah.
So, computer.
Computer. I think there's like 10 or 11 open right now.
You're in creative mode. Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And on my phone, Kelsey said, I think I have like 74. I'm like, ooh, on my phone, I probably have something like that too, because ideas come and then you get pulled and it's easy to forget. But gosh, I'm noticing this theme working through of creative mode. When we're in creative mode, we have more things open. That's very, very interesting.
I don't have that many open on my phone, but
You're good.
if I find something, I will sometimes make a note and start like copying a note on my phone and start copying the links in. So like all the links for this or
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Otherwise I have my phone slows down and then I can't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right.
Pinterest is also my friend. So.
I get it. Well, thank you so much for joining us and everything you shared. Y'all, she's incredibly creative. You'll see her on our Facebook page. You'll see her in other places. Lanie Sipes, fantastic resource and incredibly wise and helpful. So thank you so much for being here with us, Lanie.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you.